I'm your host, Jason, and as always, I'm here with my amazing co-host, Julia.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy you're here with us today. If you're listening right now, that means you want to improve your English, and today's topic is going to be very exciting.
Yes, it is. Today, we're talking about something many English learners dream about: how to learn English in 1 month.
1 month? Jason, that sounds almost impossible.
That's exactly what many people think, Julia. When learners hear 1 month, they imagine speaking like a native speaker. Perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, no mistakes at all.
But let's be honest, learning a language is not magic. You can't become perfect in 30 days.
Exactly. But here's the good news: in 1 month, you can completely transform your English. You can become more confident. You can start speaking without fear. You can understand more. And most importantly, you can build a strong foundation.
Yes, in just 30 days, if you follow the right plan, your English can improve more than it improved in the last year.
And that's what today's episode is about. We're not going to give you fake promises. We're going to give you a realistic, practical, step-by-step, 30-day action plan.
We'll break it down week by week. We'll tell you exactly what to study, how to practice, how long to study every day, and what mistakes to avoid.
So if you're serious about improving your English, if you're tired of saying, "I will start tomorrow," this episode is for you.
Get ready, because today might be the day that changes your English journey.
Stay with us until the end. And by the time this episode finishes, you'll know exactly what to do for the next 30 days.
Are you ready for the challenge?
Let's get started. All right, Julia, before we jump into the plan, let's be honest. Many people listen to this topic and immediately think, can I really speak English fluently in just 30 days?
Yes, Jason. And the truth is, it depends on what you mean by learning English. Some people expect perfection, perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, perfect vocabulary, and that's just not realistic in 1 month.
Exactly. Learning English in 1 month doesn't mean you'll become a native speaker. What it does mean is that you can make a huge transformation. You can speak confidently, understand more, and actually start using English in your daily life.
That's right. 1 month is enough to create habits, learn the most important words and phrases, practice speaking every day, and actually see improvement. It's all about focus and consistency.
Many learners fail because they try to learn everything at once. Grammar rules, thousands of words, pronunciation. It's overwhelming, and it stops progress.
Instead, in 1 month, you should focus on what really matters: speaking, listening, thinking in English, and building confidence. That's what will give you results fast.
And here's the key. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. Even small daily improvements add up to a huge difference in 30 days.
Exactly. So if you follow the right plan, stay consistent, and practice every day, 1 month is enough to move from feeling stuck to actually communicating in English.
And that's exactly what we'll teach you in this episode. Step by step, week by week, so you know exactly what to do from day 1.
So let's get into it, starting with the right mindset for your 30-day English journey.
All right, Julia, before we dive into the actual plan, I think the most important thing we need to talk about is mindset. Because without the right mindset, even the best plan won't work.
Absolutely, Jason. So many learners start with excitement, but after a few days they get frustrated, compare themselves to others, and give up.
Yes, and here's the truth. Learning English in 30 days is possible, but only if you have the right mindset. You need to focus on progress, not perfection.
Exactly. Mistakes are part of learning. If you're afraid to make mistakes, you'll never speak. You need to embrace mistakes as steps toward improvement.
Another key is consistency. Even 15 to 30 minutes every day is better than 3 hours once a week. Daily practice builds habit, and habit builds results.
And let's talk about self-belief. Many learners say, "I'm too old," or "I'll never be good at English." That kind of thinking kills progress. You need to believe that improvement is possible, and it is.
Also, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Don't wait for tomorrow, a new course, or a new teacher. Start with what you have today. Small actions every day lead to big results in 1 month.
And finally, think of English as a tool for communication, not just grammar or vocabulary tests. Your goal is to express yourself, understand others, and enjoy using the language.
Exactly. Focus on communication, stay consistent, embrace mistakes, and believe in yourself. That's the mindset that will make these 30 days truly transformational.
Perfect. Now that we have the right mindset, we're ready to see the 30-day action plan. Let's break it down week by week, starting with week 1.
All right, Julia. Now that we have the right mindset, let's talk about the action plan. How do you actually improve your English in just 30 days?
Yes, Jason. I know many learners feel overwhelmed. They think, where do I start? What should I study first? That's why having a clear plan is so important.
Exactly. So here's the big picture. We're going to divide the 30 days into 4 weeks, and each week has a specific focus. This way, you build step by step, and you can see progress every single week.
I love that. Can you give a quick overview of the 4 weeks?
Sure. Week 1 is all about foundation and survival English. You'll learn the most common words, simple sentence structures, and basic phrases you can use immediately.
Week 2 is about vocabulary expansion and speaking every day. You'll practice speaking with simple topics, record yourself, and learn phrases instead of single words.
Week 3 is where you start thinking in English. No more translating in your head. You'll describe your surroundings, practice internal dialogue, and understand short English content easily.
And finally, week 4 focuses on confidence and fluency. This is where you put everything together, speak more freely, answer questions quickly, and start using English naturally in daily conversations.
Exactly. The key is to follow each week step by step. Don't skip any part. If you stick to this plan, by the end of 30 days, your English will feel completely different.
I love it. And in the next part of the episode, we'll go week by week and explain exactly what to do, what exercises to practice, and how long each session should be.
Yes. So let's start with week 1, building your foundation. All right, Julia, let's dive into week 1, building the foundation. This is the most important step, because without a strong foundation, the next weeks won't be as effective.
Yes. Week 1 is all about learning the basics you'll actually use every day. That includes the most common words, simple sentences, and essential phrases.
Exactly. Start with the most common 500 to 800 words. These words cover a huge part of everyday English. Once you know them, you can already understand a lot of conversations.
And don't just memorize them, use them. Make simple sentences with each word. For example, if you learn the word eat, make a sentence like, I eat breakfast at 8.
Also, focus on simple sentence structure. Subject plus verb plus object. It's simple, but it works. For example, I like coffee. She reads books. We go to school.
Another key for week 1 is listening practice. Even 15 to 20 minutes a day listening to simple podcasts or videos helps your brain get used to English sounds and pronunciation.
And finally, start practicing daily routine conversations. Talk about your morning, your family, your hobbies, anything simple. The goal is to speak a little every day.
So to summarize week 1, learn the most common words, make simple sentences, listen every day, and practice speaking about your daily life.
Exactly. If you do this consistently for 1 week, you'll already feel a big improvement in your understanding and confidence.
Perfect. And next we'll move on to week 2, where we start speaking more and expanding your vocabulary.
All right, Julia. Now that week 1 is done, it's time for week 2, speaking every day. This is where learners really start to feel progress.
Yes, in week 2, it's all about practice. Speaking every single day, even for 20 to 30 minutes, is more important than studying grammar rules.
Exactly. Start using simple phrases and sentences you learned in week 1. For example, talk about your routine, your hobbies, or your plans for the day.
And don't be afraid to record yourself. Listening to your own voice helps you notice pronunciation and improve faster.
Also, try the shadowing technique. Listen to short English sentences and repeat them immediately. This helps your speaking speed, pronunciation, and confidence.
Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's communication. Even if you make mistakes, keep speaking every day. That consistency will bring huge improvements.
Exactly. By the end of week 2, speaking English will start to feel natural, and you'll notice yourself understanding and using new words more easily.
Perfect. Next, we'll move on to week 3, learning to think in English without translating.
All right, Julia. Now we're at week 3, the thinking in English stage. This is where many learners make a huge leap in fluency.
Yes. Until now, many people translate from their native language in their head. That slows you down. In week 3, you start thinking directly in English.
Exactly. Describe your surroundings, talk to yourself in English, or narrate what you're doing. For example, I am making tea. The weather is sunny today.
Watch short English videos or listen to simple podcasts and try to repeat the ideas in your own words. This trains your brain to think in English naturally.
The more you practice thinking in English, the faster you'll speak, and the less you'll rely on translating.
By the end of week 3, speaking will start feeling automatic and your confidence will grow.
Exactly. And next, we'll focus on week 4, building fluency and speaking confidently. All right, Julia, we've made it to week 4, the final stage. Building confidence and speed in English.
Yes, this week is all about speaking freely without fear of mistakes and improving your fluency.
Try timed speaking exercises. Pick a topic and speak for 1 to 2 minutes non-stop. Don't worry about grammar or mistakes. Focus on communication.
Also, practice answering random questions quickly, like, "What did you eat today?" or "What's your favorite movie?" This trains your brain to respond fast.
And don't forget daily free talk. Speak with friends, family, or even record yourself describing your day. The more you speak, the more natural it becomes.
By the end of week 4, you'll feel a big boost in confidence, and speaking English will start to feel easier and faster.
Exactly. Now that we've covered all 4 weeks, let's talk about the daily study routine that ties everything together. All right, Julia, now let's talk about a simple daily study routine. This is what will make the 30-day plan actually work.
Yes, you don't need hours of study every day. Even 60 minutes split into small, focused sessions is enough if you're consistent.
Here's a simple example. 15 minutes of listening to podcasts or videos. 15 minutes of learning new vocabulary. 20 minutes of speaking practice. 10 minutes reviewing what you learned.
Exactly. The key is to do something every day, even if it's small. Consistency beats long but irregular study sessions.
And try to make it fun. Talk about your favorite topics, hobbies, or daily life. Enjoying English keeps you motivated and helps you improve faster.
Follow this routine every day, and by the end of 30 days, you'll see amazing progress.
Perfect. Now, let's cover some common mistakes learners make so you can avoid them. All right, Julia, before we finish, let's quickly talk about some common mistakes learners make when trying to improve in 30 days.
Yes. The first one is focusing only on grammar. Grammar is important, but if you don't speak or practice, it won't help you communicate.
Second, skipping speaking practice. Many learners study a lot but never actually use English. Speaking every day is key to improvement.
Third, comparing yourself with others. Everyone learns at their own pace. Focus on your own progress, not someone else's.
Fourth, expecting perfection. Mistakes are normal. Every mistake is a step closer to improvement.
And finally, skipping days. Consistency is everything. Even small daily practice is better than long, irregular sessions.
Avoid these mistakes, and your 30-day journey will be much smoother and more effective.
Exactly. Now let's give our listeners some final motivation to complete their 30-day challenge.
All right, Julia. Before we wrap up, let's give our listeners some final motivation. Learning English in 30 days is a challenge, but it's completely possible if you commit.
Yes. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about progress every day. Even small improvements add up to big results in just 1 month.
Celebrate every small win. Speak a sentence correctly. Learn a new word. Or finish a daily routine. Each step is progress.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you're practicing, learning, and growing.
Commit to your 30-day plan, follow the routine, and stay consistent. By the end, you'll feel more confident, speak more naturally, and notice huge improvement in your English.
Exactly. You can do this. Take the first step today and keep going. Your future self will thank you.
Absolutely. Now, let's quickly summarize everything so you have a clear roadmap for the next 30 days. All right, Julia, let's quickly summarize everything we covered today.
Sure. First, we talked about the right mindset. Focus on progress, embrace mistakes, and stay consistent.
Then we shared the 30-day action plan. Week 1. Build your foundation. Week 2. Speak every day. Week 3. Think in English. Week 4. Build confidence and speed.
We also gave a simple daily routine, listening, vocabulary, speaking, and reviewing every day. And we highlighted common mistakes to avoid.
Exactly. Now it's your turn. Take action today, commit to the 30-day plan, and watch your English improve faster than ever.
Yes! And if you're ready, comment below. I accept the 30-day challenge. We want to hear from you.
Don't forget to follow our playlist for more tips and practical lessons. Stay consistent, keep speaking, and remember, you can do this.
See you next time on the English Learning Podcast.